Turn around, my mother-in-law can see you.
I hate that she still is watching us.
So meet me at the motel in an hour?
I've got plans.
So cancel.
They're with Danielle. We're going to the movies.
That sounds like a date.
Yeah.
Well, I have a problem with you seeing other girls.
Well, I have a problem with you having a husband. I guess we'll both have to learn to deal.
The story actually begins a week earlier. Carlos became increasingly anxious when he realized something was going wrong in his relationship with Gabby. Unable to deal with his anxiety alone, Carlos finally opened up to his mother. At first, Carlos thought his mother would scold him for suspecting that Gabby was seeing someone else. But surprisingly, Juanita completely supported him. After all, she had once trusted her own instincts and realized that her husband was cheating on her. So, hoping to ease her son's anxiety, Juanita offered to keep an eye on Gabby for him. But instead of reassuring Carlos, his mother's involvement only made him even more nervous.
Who the hell is that? And look at the way she's touching me. You think that's the guy she's having the affair with?
Carlos, don't be stupid. The guy she talks to in public isn't someone you're gonna worry about.
So it's someone that she doesn't talk to. What do I have to do? Beat up every guy in town?
What neither of them realized was that John had overheard their entire conversation. As soon as John learned that Carlos had started suspecting Gabby, he immediately went to tell her about it. After all, Gabby and John had barely had a chance to see each other since Juanita started keeping an eye on Gabby. And now that Carlos was becoming suspicious, John started considering ending their relationship. Desperate to change John's mind, Gabby quickly promised that she would deal with Juanita and get their dates back on track. But Gabby never expected Juanita to be so persistent. No matter where Gabby went, Juanita always found an excuse to follow her. Even when Gabby went to a friend's house to play cards, Juanita simply sat nearby, pretending to knit while secretly watching her every move. But that still wasn't enough to stop Gabby. Desperate to sneak away and see John, Gabby pretended to have a stomachache and rushed to the bathroom. And that little excuse unexpectedly helped her discover Juanita's biggest weakness. Later, when Gabby returned from seeing John, she was surprised to find that everyone who had been having such a good time was suddenly looking miserable. After asking around, Gabby finally found out what had happened. Juanita had not only taken Gabby's place at the card table, but she had also won all of their money. After realizing what had happened, Gabby immediately called everyone to apologize as soon as she got home. Unfortunately, Carlos walked in just as Gabby was on the phone. After hearing the whole story, Carlos's mood instantly changed. Seeing how upset he was, Gabby quickly walked over and asked what was wrong. It turned out that Juanita had a serious gambling problem. Years earlier, her gambling had gotten so out of control that she lost all of the family's money. And that experience left Carlos with a lasting childhood trauma. But to Gabby, it was nothing more than a harmless card game between neighbors. She tried to comfort Carlos, but he immediately cut her off.
But it doesn't take much for her to fall off the wagon. I know she seems like a very strong woman, but
She has a major weakness. Honey. Oh, it's okay. You were right to tell me this.
After learning about Juanita's weakness, Gabby put her plan into action the very next morning. She deliberately invited Juanita out for a meal and took her to a buffet restaurant near a casino. But the moment Juanita saw the casino, she completely forgot about everything else. And that gave Gabby the perfect opportunity to sneak away and meet John. Just as Gabby had predicted, everything went exactly as planned. When Gabby returned from her date, she found Juanita sitting alone in a chair, looking completely defeated. Gabby immediately rushed over to check on her. Sure enough, Juanita had given in to temptation and gone gambling. Even worse, in just 2 hours, she had maxed out all of Carlos's credit cards. Deep down, Gabby was thrilled that her plan had worked, but she managed to hide her excitement and pretended to comfort Juanita. When they got home, Gabby even offered to sell her own jewelry to help Juanita get out of trouble. But even this generous gesture failed to change Juanita's attitude. When Juanita still refused to respond, Gabby suddenly grabbed her phone and threatened to tell Carlos everything. The moment Juanita realized Gabby was serious, she finally gave in. So when Carlos later asked his mother what she had discovered over the past few days, Juanita immediately took Gabby's side. She not only praised Gabby, but also firmly assured Carlos that Gabby had done nothing wrong. Hearing his mother's answer, Carlos finally breathed a sigh of relief. After all, Gabby and Juanita had always had a tense relationship. So seeing his mother suddenly approve of Gabby gave Carlos the perfect opportunity to help repair their relationship. Carlos told Juanita that Gabby had specifically checked on her a few days earlier.
I got concerned when I heard you played poker with her friends. So I told her about your little problem.
You told her about my gambling problem.
Don't be mad, Mama. I just didn't want you slipping into old habits. And Gabrielle was very concerned about you.
She knew.
Hearing that, Juanita immediately realized that she had underestimated Gabby. From that moment on, Juanita began watching Gabby's every move even more closely, and with her sharp instincts, Juanita quickly began to suspect the gardener, John. Meanwhile, Gabby had no idea what was going on. She thought she had finally managed to get Juanita off her back, so she called John and asked him to meet up with her. But to her surprise, John rejected her outright. He even told her that he was going to meet Danielle instead, and that led directly to the scene we saw at the beginning. But what neither of them realized was that Juanita had witnessed everything. So the moment Gabby walked away, Juanita picked up Gabby's phone and called the number she had just dialed.
Don't even try to make it up to me by talking dirty.
Hello?